Red Dog booted out of pro football for unnecessary roughness.
Hey!
And Taurus, a circus acrobat with a few loose bats in his big top.
Hi, guys.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to 3-Star Drawl. I'm Down South 77, aka 3-Star Drawl, and this here is an adult collector channel. Got to do a little bit different style video on today's subject than what I usually do. And what are we looking at? You saw the thumbnail. Number 193, David Red Dog Tapu Tapu and Varyuan Taurus Ivazian. I think I got that right. If that's your last name, I apologize. Lord, I apologize. Be with the pygmies down there in Guinea. So I've recorded the unboxing and review of this set twice now, and due to some technical difficulties, it did not save the video. So the new video program that I use hides a folder way down on your C drive and saves copies of everything you've recorded. I didn't know it did that because I did not have it set to do that. So I got through recording about a 31-minute video before I edited it. And when I got ready and hit end and all that stuff, popped up a message that it couldn't save my video. I thought it was a issue with the program, closed it, restarted it, recorded a little bit quicker version of it because I didn't have to do an unboxing anymore. I already knew if there were issues with the figures and the joints and whatnot. Wouldn't save that one either. Did not tell me that my C drive was out of space to save the video. It just said it couldn't. Like error, whatever popped up, but it didn't say anything about storage. So it took me about 30 minutes to figure out exactly what the problem was, and then I had to download the file manager to find the folder. I could not find the folder, so I had to download the Windows file manager. So what are we doing here? I got some stuff to say about this set because it really surprised me. So this is just going to be my thoughts. I'm going to show some of the accessories, but we're not going to go through the whole gamut of showing everything and breaking down all the articulation and stuff. Just going to kind of show them off. I'll throw some pictures in here and tell you what I think about them. And of course, I will rate them and give them some yeehaws. And I'm only bothering with this because I think a lot of people might have skipped this set. And I don't know if anybody actually looks to me and cares about my opinion or not, but maybe my opinion might change your opinion on this set. So either way, let's go to the Musk. We won't spend a ton of time on these two because you've probably seen them, but I do want to go over them real quick as I can anyway. Red Dog stuff comes with the little knife we've seen before, really blunt, no paint on it. Probably one of the worst knives in the line. He does come with Stalker's gear, and then we've seen this a few other times. And when I say gear, I mean his base weapons. Got the SMG with the stock everybody hates. And then we have also this bare bones pistol with the box suppressor. It's just, man, we need to retire these two items. Reissue them with Stalker, fine, but just quit putting those out, especially that pistol and box suppressor. We do get a punchy right hand and a grippy left hand. Both have horizontal articulation on them. No issues there with those. He's got these two traditional clubs because he is a Pacific Islander. I do like these. They look kind of plain, but then when you look close, you do realize that they are meant to be actual wood, so you can see the grain in there. I like these. They fit the character. So at first it seemed a little weird because a weapon like this in G.I. Joe, but we also have a guy that has a cinder block for a sledgehammer. Then, of course, we get to his football. Nice red tee here for it. It fits in very well, as you saw. And then the football itself looks fine. It actually feels really good. It feels like a football. It's got the raised texture on it. The laces look good on it. And this thing will roll or pop out of my hand every time I think about it. So see right there, I can't believe it just didn't hit and go rolling off of the musk. So just want to set it over there out of the way. Hopefully I will not bump it again in this video. Let's go over Taurus's stuff. We're going to start with his weird shotgun laser rifle thing that he has. It's an odd concept, but it is pretty true to his real American hero weapon. They just blew it up and did it in black. It looks fine. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Do you guys know what it is supposed to be? Because it looks like a really weird pistol that you can pull the silencer off and detach the buttstock. It has a pistol grip, and then it has a rifle grip as well. It's kind of strange. Suppressor does not detach, and the stock does not come off. It just kind of looks like it should. Extra hands for Taurus, punchy fists. Does have this nice backing over his gloves with this metal plating on it. It's done in the really pretty dark kind of gunmetal gray that I like. It's probably one of my favorite accent colors that they do in classified. It's got this really strange ornate little pistol here. We haven't seen this before. It is all gold, which kudos for doing it in a color, but it just looks strange that the grip is all gold too. And this really looks like a pistol from the 1880s up into the early 1900s. It's like an old 32 or something. But he is a circus guy. This is probably what they would have. He does have something weird like that's been passed down for generations. He's got a pretty cool knife. I don't think we've seen this knife yet. Painted brown blade or painted silvery blade. Actually, I don't even think that's painted. I think that's just the plastic. Probably the hilt is painted brown. A slight curve to this thing. This thing's more like a shank than it is a knife. It's like an ice pick. So he's coming to shank you. Then we get into what would be Taurus's more signature weapons. So he did have the scimitar in the Real American Hero line, I do believe. I think he had this. And the rifle, I do believe. Again, the same plastic on the blade, so it's probably all that color, and then the hilt and the blade stop are what's painted. A little darker brown there, gold on the blade stop. I like this thing. It's a pretty intimidating weapon. I would imagine if we ever get Zanzibar in the line, we'll see this again, because this screams like a pirate type weapon. And then they did give him an axe. The axe I'm not as crazy about. I really like the scimitar sword. The axe looks kind of chintzy. It does have some detail in there, but it's not really brought out because there's not any paint on it. And it is this kind of cheapo looking silver. Looks okay on something like the knife. If I can pick this knife up again without knocking it off. So it looks okay in small doses, but when you stretch that plastic out and it's kind of thin, I think it looks kind of crappy on the axe here, but it's a whole different weapon. I do like it. Painted hilt. So there is all of Taurus's stuff. Let's check Taurus out first. He does have a pistol. I have it in his holster and got that clasp closed. I don't really want to pull it back out. It's just one of our basic little automatic pistols or full frame automatic pistols that we've seen a bunch of times. So articulation, I did not have any issues with these guys. They move really well. They stand well. All of the articulation you would expect from your Joes. But just talk about the detail here. He's got these shoulder pauldrons. Got the nice metallic paint. And then again on the forearm guard on the left hand. Hands that he has there, same thing on the gloves. Got the plating. Look at the face sculpt here. Don't have any issues with him. I think he looks pretty good. He looks dangerous. That's the way you want Taurus to look. Nice yellow V-neck Charlotte Prime shirt here. Going down into his belt. This is a very weird belt. This is one of the reasons I wanted to talk about this figure. He has the drop down holster coming off of his belt. And then up here, nice looking buckle here on the main belt. And then on kind of the gun belt, You got another decent looking buckle here with some paint on it. They're both some type of bird, I do believe. Phoenix maybe. But back to this holster. If you look at this holster, it is made into the waist piece, the diaper piece. It is all one piece here. You cannot pull this off. So you cannot swap this holster out. It is all one piece here. I thought that was strange because I don't think we've seen this before. If we have, you guys let me know, but I don't think we've seen this. And then again, he's got the codpiece plating, pretty much basic green pants, black knee pads. Over here on his left leg, he does have a holster for his knife, floating holster, and he has another holster here that has this open deal that we all love so much. It is for the scimitar to go in. And it goes in, fits like that. And this actually, that's how it's meant to go in. Now, I'm not going to close it because it is a bitch to get this thing closed. The one up here closed really easily. I had a really hard time getting this one closed again. So I'm not going to close it right now. I just wanted to show you that is definitely for the scimitar. And back here in the back, and we've got the pauldrons that are attached up here inside the arm. They look good. They kind of make this figure. I think he would look really, really bland without the pauldrons. But overall, I'm pretty impressed with Taurus. So Taurus was my favorite of the two. And I say of the two because we got him in a 3-pack with Mercer. And Mercer clearly was the standout figure back then. I think that's why they sold Mercer with the other Sergeant Slaughter instead of doing a Renegades 3-pack, is they needed to sell that other Sergeant Slaughter, so they put him with Mercer. That's my opinion. I don't know anything, but I think they knew Mercer would sell and people might not want another Sarge. But you should get it because that Sarge is freaking awesome. He's better than Mercer. So anyway, got him out so we can complete the Renegades. I liked Taurus better when I was a kid. So on over here to Red Dog. Got his headband, which there's nothing else on him that color. It's this green. It almost looks like a knitted paracord or something, but it looks good. I'm guessing the headband is also like to go with his club weapons, some sort of part of his heritage. I don't know. If you know, let me know. Shark tooth necklace, which is removable if you pop his head off. We don't have another head sculpt for him, but if you want to make somebody else into Red Dog, good luck matching the skin tone, but the shark tooth necklace is removable. Face print on him looks good. I don't have any paint issues. Got his earring over there on the right. Does not have one on the left, but I don't have any issues with him. The hair looks good as far as the face goes. And under here, his I was going to say his get up, his whatever, chest vestments kind of puzzle me because he has a jersey here, which I do like. You got the ripped off sleeves, and back here on the back, it even has his name. It's got Tapu Tapu, which I thought was an awesome little detail that they put his name on there. You got the number 1, and it stops here at the cut. And, you know, sometimes you move these, it breaks up stuff, but it stops here. So back to the front. What kind of shirt is he wearing under this? Now, you might say, okay, well, it's a V-neck like Taurus. He shops at the same place. Man, it just, like, and what? He cut the chest out of it in a V, and it goes all the way around and rings the other shirt. It doesn't bother me, and I think it looks fine. I just think it's kind of strange. Have you guys noticed that? What do you think about that? See, he's wearing, it's like an undershirt, but, like, not. So it's like he bought it at one of those places that refashions old clothes with new clothes and stitches them together. Anyway, shoulder harness here that goes to absolutely nothing. He has nothing that hooks on here, nothing that clips, nothing that pegs into this. It's just this odd standout black harness. I don't think it looks terrible, but I think it would have looked a lot better if they made it in the brown that matches his belt. And his holster. I mean, what do you guys think? I at first I didn't notice it, but when I got them out and was messing around with them, it's like, why didn't they just make that the same brown? Because it serves no purpose. You got a little pouch here, nothing here. Like there's not even anything on here. It's just like straps. Now, I guess some of the people that don't like floating backpacks, maybe this is for you. And now he has something to hold his backpack on with. So I'm guessing that's the idea. Again, why not make it brown? You see that? Like, it's all just, it doesn't fit together very well. So I know a lot of people hate floating backpacks with nothing to hook them to. So maybe they just did this for you. The other thing that concerns me that they may continue is this has no purpose, right? Other than maybe for the backpack, but they've proven they don't mind those floating. Is he also has this high riding belt that has his drop down holster attached to. A lot of the figures, these joints here have been really loose. They've been really loose at the waist, and I think the way they're trying to fix some of them is split the web gear and the belt up, and those hit, and it stops them from being so wobbly. Sundown is definitely that way, and I love that figure. Taurus, however, does not have that problem. This figure is not loose at all, not in a little bit. So they didn't do it for that issue with Red Dog. Did I just call him Taurus? I don't know. I've done this 3 times now. All right, go down into the belt. It's got the wraparound belt, got the gun belt belted on with this drop down holster here, and does have a place for that silencer, that suppressor, and you put his pistol in there. Going down into the red stripe on the pants, kind of breaks it up. The knee joint there, it doesn't look great. I mean, if you're somebody that just nitpicks everything, they could have continued the stripe there. Doesn't really bother me, but it is very noticeable. Down into these really tall boots, got these metal plates on the back that look good. They painted those. Didn't paint them in a silver that matches anything else in this set, but I am glad that they painted them. You can see the rivets there. These look like motorcycle boots. They look like some really tall motorcycle boots. I had a pair really similar, except they had a couple buckles on them. And these are football pants, y'all. I dig the football pants. I wish they'd have done the laces in a different color so it stands out more. But then again, if you look at the placement of it, and they painted just those laces in a different color, there would be jokes made. I don't know what jokes, but somebody would have jokes. So that's possibly why they left it. Back here in the back, nothing really to see here, folks, other than his knife sheath and the back of the jersey. I almost want to just take this off. And I guess you're going to have to take him apart at the waist probably to get this off. Take the arms off and take it apart at the waist. It's more trouble than I usually go through, unless it's an extra figure that I'm messing with. So there they are quickly. Oh, his bracelets are removable. I like this coiled bangle. It's all one piece, but I like that. I like that that's not molded in. If he changes hands, just be careful. And then over here, he does have the more cuff style bracelet. Again, probably something to do with his culture. I don't know, but it looks good. Breaks it up, matches the belt buckle. And then there's really only one other thing. I'm going to take it off. So there's his bracelet. Really only one other thing I need to show you guys with Red Dog and Taurus. And you probably know it. And I know I'm going to wind up dropping this thing. But he cannot grip this football. I know this football is going to hit the floor in a minute. You can just barely get it in there. But as far as like a throwing position, which why else would they give him this hand, even though he was a kicker? So you can barely get it in there, but if you bump it in the least, it falls out. So you're going to have to use sticky tack or something. But if you balance it just right, and I mean just right, it'll sit in there, but it falls out really easily. And I don't have their box in here. On the box, it shows him holding it like something like that, holding that football. That is not going to happen without sticky tack, not for more than a second. So I did want to point that out. Expect that if you get him, but they did give him a throwy hand, and he's a kicker, so his feet and his legs work just fine. Stand him back up. I haven't had figures that stand as easily as these guys do. right out of the box or otherwise for a while. They are really good figures, and that's why, even though with the trouble I've had making this video, I wanted to go ahead and put something out on them, because I was almost going to pass on this set. Like I said, I loved Mercer. I liked Taurus. Red Dog was meh for me. I could take Red Dog or leave him. Here with Classified, I like Red Dog more than Taurus. Both of them have a couple of minor issues, but I actually like Red Dog with the club weapons, like the bangle bracelets. It seems like maybe I'd like Taurus better because I didn't nitpick him as bad. But I don't know. There's just something about this Red Dog figure that I really like. They're both good figures. This is a good set. So let's give them some yeehaws. I'm going to make it real easy. I'm giving both Red Dog and Taurus 4.25 yeehaws, which means the set is going to get 4.25 yeehaws. Little things like the stripe on his pants, the weird color on the web gear there. The weapons for these guys could have had a little extra love put into them, but we did get new stuff with them, so I can't fault that. So there is quick a review as I can do on a 2-pack of figures. Let me know if you picked them up and completed the Renegades here. What do you think about Taurus and Red Dog? They're out of the movie. We know how we feel about the movie. So let me know down in the comments. I'll see you guys next time on 3 Star Draw.